Everyone, Zero Jitty here with the XBLA Fans channel. I'm here to give you a quick taste of Bird Game Plus, a very chill, linear sort of flying game where you're flying as a bird, going through these areas, avoiding bugs, obstacles, and all that kind of stuff, going from point A to point B. I said linear earlier, but it's kind of not. There are some paths you can take, like, hey, if you want to go left or right. There is a corridor you're flying down. There is apparently some secret areas where I stumbled upon one, but it's not like you're taking a giant branch off the path. I believe you're just finding a different way to get to like the main path kind of thing. Right now I have actually gotten to the second boss. I've been playing on easy. There's just easy and normal that I have found, and it's fairly enjoyable on easy. My biggest issue, is you'll probably see later, is there's a depth perception weirdness. I'm going to actually change the video thing to show you. You can turn water on and off, and then you have like dark mode and light mode. Dark mode's most likely if you're playing inside of a dark kind of like a dark room kind of thing, and I've been playing as this because I don't have windows in my room, so it's a little easier on the eyes. But thank you, developers, for putting that mode in. Otherwise, it's very bright white with black outlines kind of thing. And then endless is essentially just see how far you can go. And at the random points or certain points, bosses are actually thrown in at you. This game has a level, and then a checkpoint, and then a boss, and then it goes on to the next area and all that kind of stuff. But it counts the bosses and checkpoints as different things. And each level has checkpoints and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to actually continue, and I'm going to actually start at level 2. So it's very simple. You control flight with the left stick. You can actually kind of move the camera around with the right stick. You actually open your beak and you can snatch up fish, and for a boss, a bomb. And for X, you can actually kind of speed up here, and then the bumpers let you kind of just go. And this is it. There are pickups that you get. At the bottom, you'll see a little kind of wiggly line. That is actually my health. These little pickups will refill it. Oops, spooter. See, like, at the top right, it shows your time. And this is what the game is. I don't know how randomly generated the normal worlds are, but I'm fairly certain that the endless worlds are just randomly thrown together kind of thing. I did have an issue with the second level where I actually was in a hollow log. Also, if you see I'm picking these little collectibles up and I get health back. Checkpoint. You will actually, I actually got into a log that had a block inside of it, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get past it, so I actually had to continually slam into the wall and force myself to freedom. But last time they introduced the X button, now they've introduced the A button, which lets me open these gates, and then I can just fly through. For those wondering about the music, it is actually very soft in-game. So if you're having questions about that, it is a very soft, chill soundtrack. I'll actually stay quiet for a little bit so you can hear it. And I think it's actually pretty nice. It's very relaxing. But like I said before, like once in a while, there'll be like really weird stuff with like depth perception where you're like sure that you've missed something, but you hit it. Or you're sure something hit you and it wildly misses you. There also seem to be some areas that are designed for you to be hit. But then again, it's like so easy to get health back, and you have so much, and you get checkpoints and they refill your health. Fish refill your health. Fish also apparently make you faster. It actually came up earlier saying fish equals speed, and I was like, yeah. I don't like to eat fish, though. Some sushi's okay, though, like shrimp. But shrimp's not a sushi, fish, is it? So we'll go on through here. There are leaderboards, but it's for, like, how long it takes you to finish the level. Rumbly, rumbly. It's a very, very chill game. Very interesting name. There we go. The first bosses, I should say, I thought were a pair of bugs. One of them would actually shoot out seeds, and I had to trick them into running into them. Then they would like dash around and try to murder me and stuff like that. The second boss was a giant frog with a crown on his head, if I remember correctly. And what you wanted to do is hold A. He will do his entire little spiel of attacks and stuff, and he shoots at a bomb. And what you want to do is you actually want to catch the bomb, and then when he shoots his tongue out, drop the bomb on it, which is fairly intricate for a game kind of like this. No offense to the game, I just thought it was actually kind of a clever little idea of like, hey, you shot this bomb out at me, I'm going to drop it on your tongue like some wasabi. Like, these are the ones that I have like the depth perception issue with, especially when you're being blown by the wind. Oh, like, I don't know. Oh, go up here. So I actually think you're approaching the area that I had the issue with it. Just like, hey, you don't actually know where to go. It's gonna direct me to go like left, but it's just a solid wall. So that's why I don't. Ooh, made it. Yeah, like those doors closing. Like that's one of the best examples of the like issues with seeing around stuff. Make it. Oh, thunk. You can kind of shift your camera around, but like it always like kind of resets to a certain point. It actually kind of wanders is what it does, is a better way to say that. So I could either go left or right here. Let's go to the left. This will be a good example. I've gone to the right, so maybe I can avoid the entire log situation. Watch it flower. I don't know what's up with these spooters. For those curious, it's actually a fairly easy completion. In the challenge mode, you have to get 200 points, and that is the highest thing. You need 50, 100, 150, 200, and those are really easy to actually get because you get points for just going. You get points for, I believe, picking up the collectibles. Oh, see, like there, I feel like that was like, hey, you're gonna hit here. I think that's that fishy there. Hold on, I'm gonna try to show you something that I did earlier, then I'll tell you about the achievement. Ready? Look at that neck. It's funny. Anyways, the achievements are all like complete world 1, complete world 2. Actually play the game in this dark mode, which I vastly prefer over the white mode because, hey, my room's really dark. And I don't want to lose my eyeballs. Oh. There's one for eating a fish. There's one for getting a speed boost. There's one for beating the first boss. And then there's one for getting to the second boss. And then you're essentially home free at that point. So very easy 1K depending on how good you are, maybe 20 minutes at most, depending on how good you are at this, just so it's easy. So this is the one area I had issues with earlier. You go through here, and then there's just like nothing here. So what I did is I kind of just slammed myself through this little hole here, which doesn't make sense at all. And then it told me I got a secret. But yeah, that's the only area that really felt like maybe the generation went wrong or something. But other than that, it's felt fair outside of the like 1 or 2 areas where you like go around a corner and you just get slammed into by dragonflies, or just the weird depth of field stuff where you can't actually kind of figure out where stuff is. I do like the sort of hand-drawn aesthetic of all this. Keep on going, Mr. Bird. I don't know if I wonder if I'm a seagull or I don't know what I am. Whoa. You do lose speed when you get hit, but you can kind of, it doesn't really matter. Like I said before, it's fairly easy to get health back, especially on the easy mode. Maybe that's why it's called easy. And one of the achievements is actually just to pick up one of the collectibles and get health back from it. Get that. But yeah, that's about what this game is. Bird Game Plus. Easy completion, pretty chill game. We actually got him. Hold on, got him. I really like that his neck stretches out crazy, but each level seems to be about 5 to 7 minutes depending on how good you are at the game. So far there haven't been any areas that are like, hey, like try it, attempt it and die, mostly because of how like the drawing comes. Except for there where I kept on slamming into stuff. The draw distance, like you can actually see where like the rings appear. The rings appear for speed boost appear before like the world draws in, so you know where those rings are, and usually they are in an area where you need to go fast to avoid stuff. Gotcha. Oop, like that. There we go. Oop, hit again. Okay, you're fishy. See, I recovered a whole bunch of health there. But you see, like, for half a second there, you could actually see the ring behind this, like, this plant, so you know it's there, and you need to go. So it's stuff like that. So it's not like I'm, like, going around a corner. Well, there doesn't really seem to be any corners. That and once in a while getting caught up on stuff. But anyway, that is Bird Game Plus. Also, you push pause, it's left button to click. left bumper to click. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. This is pretty fun. Bird Game Plus, the depth of field stuff. Like I said before, let me quickly just show this so you can kind of get a feel of it. Let's go ahead and do endless. But yeah, this is what you're doing in endless. You're just going, and the counter will appear in the upper left, and you'll go. But yeah, if you're in a dark room or you don't want to blast your eyes out, go with dark mode. But anyways, Bird Game Plus, I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. Thank you very much for watching. Check out our other videos. It helps us out if you like, comment, subscribe. I'll try to get back to you. Thank you, and have a nice day.